Hey yo friends, super welcome to this video guys. Today I'm giving you my honest first impressions on Meet Your Maker. I did play a couple of hours of the open beta that is currently running, and I've been playing on every single closed beta that there has been on this game. So I feel like I'm more than ready to share some information and impressions on it. So let's do this. Meet Your Maker is set to release on April 4th in 2023, so it's not far off. And this game, my friends, is a first-person builder-raider that combines elements of base building and raiding into one seamless experience. So, Meet Your Maker is built on two simple feedback loops. You build a base and you raid other bases. The more people your base slays and the more bases that you raid, the more money you have to upgrade your bases and improve your raiding arsenal. It's like a combination of Fortnite, Minecraft and Quake. And it's a pretty damn sweet combination if you ask me. When I first heard about Meet Your Maker, I was very curious, but at the same time I was cautious. The narrative is very generic. Humans have been replaced by superhumans who are now fighting for resources at the end of the world. But my friends, after playing the game, I realized that the narrative is of non-importance in this game, and everything that the game needs to thrive on, it does it really well. Meet Your Maker has 4 pillars that makes it stand out from all the other games. The first is the base building, which is described as create to destroy. The building does have a fairly deep learning curve, even though the basic system is, as explained by the developers, very Minecrafty. You build a base with a treasure in the middle of it, but it has to be accessible in a linear pattern. There's a lot of creativity available here. You can add traps that work on a line of sight principle, and fake lights that can be dotted around as distractions, and put out NPCs that are there to kill. While the base's architecture won't change post treasure grab, you can set some traps to not go off or guards to not attack until after the treasure has been grabbed, making the escape very treacherous. I have to say that the base building is incredibly satisfying. It's almost like playing with Legos, but with the added thrill of knowing that someone can come and raid it. It is a feeling that is hard to describe, but it is best experienced and it is awesome. The second pillar of the game is raiding, which is described as outwit to survive. The raiding plays out like a shooter, so me and you will definitely feel more at home on this part of the game. Going slow and finding every trap, or speeding up and rushing past them are both viable tactics, and the risk versus reward build felt in good balance. I have to say, the raiding in Meet Your Maker is so much fun. You never know what lies behind the next block, and there is never a predictable way that the fortresses are built, since they are all handcrafted by different players. It truly adds a special feeling to the whole thing that is also very hard to describe, but best experienced. However, it is a ton of freaking fun. And the third pillar of the game is the social aspect, reinforced not only by the fact all bases are built by users, but by the fact that every base can be built or raided in co-op. And the ability to rewatch attempts on your base to learn from them, this is a huge plus for Meet Your Maker, as it adds an extra layer of excitement and competition. Finally, the fourth pillar is progression. Meet Your Maker is a live service game, and as mentioned above, the loop encourages you to spend what you gain in order to gain more to spend. In other words, the perfect loop for a game like this. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about this game loop? Does it sound appealing to you, or does it sound way too grindy? Let me know down in the comments. When it comes to the actual gameplay of raiding and shooting, it feels about as you expect it to feel. The open beta doesn't offer a whole lot of different weapons or customizations options for that matter either, but the full release will offer a lot more. However, the weapons that are there are nothing special, but they do definitely do the job. And one thing that stands out is that some weapons, for example, only have 2 shots until you upgrade them. Meaning, if you take out a trap or an enemy with your gun and not your melee, you're going to want to run and pick up the shot that you just fired, because otherwise you will be running out of ammunition after 2 shots fired. And it really gives the game a better pace. Just running and mowing down everything could, after a little practice, make the game a lot easier. And it's meant to give you a challenge, and this mechanic helps in that aspect. And the overall aesthetic design of the game takes heavy influence from Quake. I for one see a lot of resemblance in the characters and overall world design, which is a huge plus, because there's far too little modern visual Quake inspired games out there, and this one is a gorgeous one at that. So overall guys, a great game. It feels really unique with its gameplay loop and core pillars that it's built on. However, it is a grindy game, and that might throw some people off. In all honesty, I did get tired of raiding fortresses after a few hours, but after a short break I always felt ready for more. Now, I haven't played this for days upon days, so I don't know fully yet, but I have a feeling it will get tiresome faster than I actually expected to. But as is now, my first impression of the game is great, and I highly recommend you check this game out. And if you want even more awesome games and videos, don't miss these ones.